Hi everyone, welcome to a new video and welcome to my channel. For those of you that don't know me, my name is Schindelka, and on this channel I talk about mindfulness, spirituality, mental health and our path to happiness as a life coach. So today I'm going to share with you some very valuable advice that I always teach my coaching clients when it comes to changing the way you feel and changing your pattern. And this is actually the foundation of everything I believe in, the foundation of everything I teach as a coach, and also the foundation of what got me through depression, anxiety, and an eating disorder. So if you stick through the end of this video, I think you will get major information out of this that can help you out a lot. So the basis of what I'm about to teach you, I did not prepare this video, so I hope it won't be too chaotic, but for me this is basis information. So the foundation of what I'm about to teach you is that our mental health and the way we feel is built out of three things. And I always put this in a triangle. We have at the top, we have our thoughts and our beliefs. So this is the things we think throughout the day, the way we talk to ourselves throughout the day, the beliefs that we have that are subconscious or conscious. Those beliefs and those thoughts influence our emotions, so the way we feel. If we think negatively all the time, if we feel bad about ourselves, if we lack confidence in our minds, or if we have negative self-talk or negative beliefs, then we will also feel bad. So these are our emotions. These are kind of always a sign of the way that you are thinking. So if you're feeling really bad, this means that you are having negative beliefs, negative thoughts that are influencing the way you feel in your body. So emotions is bodily based and thoughts and beliefs are mind based. And then the third part is more practical. This is the practices we have, the habits we have, the things we do. So we have thoughts, emotions, so thoughts influence emotions. And then we have practices, habits, patterns, things we do. How do you go throughout your day? What is on your priority list? Which friends do you have? Which things do you do for yourself, or don't you do anything for yourself? These are all facts, so all habits that you have in your day. And your habits in turn have influence on the way you think and on the way you feel. So all these three things are influencing each other the whole time. And this is what creates a pattern. And a pattern is, how do I say this in English? A pattern is a way of feeling, thinking, and living that continuously influences each other, which creates your state of being. So to say this with an example, when I was experiencing depression, my pattern was that I was thinking really negative thoughts about myself. I was always having self-doubts. I was always putting myself down for my body image. This was when I was also having an eating disorder. I was having thoughts that the world was a bad place, a dark place, a scary place. And so these thoughts, these beliefs that I had, then again influenced my emotions. So my emotions followed and made that I was getting more and more down. I was feeling depressed. I was feeling low. I was feeling low energized. I was getting tired, so I didn't have energy to do things. And this again influenced my patterns. So the things that I did, I was sleeping a lot. I was tired. I was watching TV. I was in a low vibration. I did not see friends anymore. I did not have a positive habit. I was eating badly, so this created my eating disorder. So these are the things that went from those emotions because I felt bad. I did low energy, very negative things also. I started drinking, partying, that sort of thing. And then because I was here, I was doing these things, I was creating more negative emotions and more negative thoughts, more negative beliefs about the world because my behavior was reinforcing the way I was thinking and I was feeling. So what did I realize that I had to do in order to stop my pattern and in order to change the way I feel? I had to work on each of those three things, and that's what you need to do as well. If you're stuck in anxiety or depression or an eating disorder or whatever, you can't just change the way you think and then keep doing the same things, or you can't just change the way you feel but then keep having the same thoughts. You need to change the pattern by changing each of those three steps. And so the first thing you need to do, if we look at the thought, is to change our beliefs and to change our thought pattern. And this we do by, on the one hand, becoming aware of our thoughts, so stopping to identify ourselves with it, by practicing meditation, by listening to affirmations, and by certainly just becoming aware of the way you talk to yourself throughout your day, by creating this space from you as consciousness to you as your thoughts, and trying to observe them. So this creates this space which disconnects yourself from your thoughts, and then you have the power to change them by replacing them with positive affirmations, by listening to positive affirmations, by talking to yourself positively throughout your day, and by, so just basically changing the way you think. And then the second step we need to do is to change our emotions, to change the way we feel. And how do we do this? Well, for example, if you're feeling very bad, very low, you can then use that as a signal and say, okay, I'm feeling bad. I'm feeling off. Something is wrong. Why is something wrong? Well, then you go back to your thoughts and you say, okay, I'm having these certain thoughts. Okay, so are they justified? Am I justified to have those thoughts? And even if you are, is this useful? And then you can change the way you feel by actually making a decision for yourself to put your feelings of happiness on as your priority. And then you can change your emotions by changing your habits. So it's hard to change an emotion by itself unless you are very trained in, for example, meditation. So one thing you can do in order to change your emotion is to go into meditation and actually actively use that meditation in order to change the way you feel. So, for example, doing a self-love meditation, doing a happiness meditation, doing a meditation to raise your vibration. These are all things you can do that actually start with your feeling, so that use your feeling and has such a powerful effect, because your feeling carries a lot of energy, more energy than your thoughts. You can feel this when you're feeling angry or happy. You have this energy, and you can use that energy in order to change that emotion again. And meditation is a powerful way to do this. So there's tons of meditations on YouTube, and if you want me to do a meditation on this, let me know in the comments below, that are specifically guided towards changing your emotion itself. So the third thing then that you can do is change the way you go throughout your day, change your habits, change your patterns. So ways that I did this was when I was working on my depression and working on my eating disorder in my recovery. One thing I did is I completely changed my wardrobe. I cut my hair short. I started doing a morning routine. I started seeing my friends again. I started to go work out in a healthy way. And I started doing all these things that were contradicting the way that I was thinking before and contradicting the way that I was feeling before. And by doing this, you actually break your pattern. Your pattern, as I said, is this cycle. And if your habits have such a powerful way to break that pattern, because you're literally saying, I am not listening to my thoughts. I am not listening to my emotions. I am choosing from myself within that I want it differently. And that's when you start to change your pattern. That's when you start working out. That's when you start eating healthy. That's when you start seeing the right friends. That's when you start saying, I love you to your parents. And you start doing things that are in line with your new pattern, the pattern that you want for yourself, the happy pattern. And so one thing to do is to create a morning routine when you're acting on this level, because the way you set your day has such a powerful effect on the way you go throughout the rest of your day. I actually have a video of my own morning routine. If you need some inspiration, I suggest you go look at that. But a morning routine is basically something you do every morning that sets the tone positively for your day. So I do meditation, I write down my gratitudes, I work out, and I do this before I start the things that I need to do that are in line with maybe my old pattern. So I hope by giving you guys this short understanding of the way our feelings work, the way our pattern works, I hope you guys might find some inspiration on how to change the way you're feeling yourself, because the problem is often that when we are feeling bad, we create justification for it. So we go in our head and we say, no, I am allowed to feel this bad because of this, or because of that. And we're often stuck because we don't really want to break our pattern, because our ego makes it safe to be there. This is a weird thing about us as humans. There's this thing inside our heads, it's called our ego. And our ego doesn't want us to be happy, it wants us to be safe. This is actually maybe even from evolution, that we used to be in danger and we needed to create safety for ourselves. So we create these patterns and these certainties. But actually, our ego doesn't want us to be happy, it wants us to be safe. And that's why it turns to certainty. And if certainty is your pattern of negativity, then your ego wants to keep you in this pattern. So that's why it's so difficult to break it. But once you become aware of this, and once you realize that you can break your pattern, it's just you need to go through this uncertainty of trying to do so, then you create a lot of power in yourself, and you start to identify with something inside yourself that has so much more power over your happiness and the way you feel than you think. So I think I'm going to end it at this note, because I feel like short videos give a lot more power. But let me know in the comments if you want me to elaborate on this, if you have any questions on exactly how to change your pattern, or if you want me to do each of these 3 things separately. Just let me know. I thought I'd just share this insight with you. Just to kind of give you a starter's note on how, and what I've learned as a coach and as a recovery from depression and anxiety and eating disorder. So I want to wish you a lot of happiness and love and light today. Start working on this information that I gave you, and feel free to subscribe if you want to return to this channel. I hope to see you in my next video, and I wish you all the best. Bye bye.